Hello again, everyone. Welcome back. Well, today we're going to jump back and revisit our friends at Artesanos Del Tobacco, the owners of Viva La Vida, way back in June of 2019, shortly after Viva La Vida hit the market. I reviewed the Torpedo, 6.5 by 54. I rated it 96, and it wound up being my number 2 cigar for 2019. Today we're going to look at the little brother, the Jester, a Robusto Gordo 5 by 56. Don't you just love the little Jester on the logo? There is the density. Now, as you can imagine, the cigar probably and does have a nice feel in the hand, and I'm assuming, and I shouldn't do this, but I don't see anything that tells me differently that it's basically the same blend as the Torpedo. All of the Artesano Del Tobacco Viva La Vidas have the same blend, and if it's different, I really don't know anything about it. But this is the newest one. Did very well with a lot of people last year, but I didn't get around to it, so we're going to do it now. So let's do it. The new Viva La Vida Jester. All right, while my man, the Chief, looks on, let's give it a cut. Sounds good, doesn't it? Very good draw. My friends at the Perfect Draw are standing by, but won't be needed for this one. That is really a good draw. Very good draw. We have sort of a citrusy cedar with a lot of brown sugar and some tingly cinnamon. The tingliness also comes from the massive amount of black pepper, which I would rate at 8 to 8.5 here initially. There is a leather. In this case, it actually tastes a little bit of a worn leather and a lot of black coffee. The nutmeg is in there in the middle of everything, and it's sort of hanging out with the leather, so you get a leathery nutmeg. So those are your starting flavors. It is quite sweet up front, and the pepper, as I speak to you now, is lingering at this early stage so nicely on the palate. Lots of nice black pepper. Well, we're here at about the first third, and there are elements of sweet caramel in the mix now. The leather is there, is really a nice intensity. It's not overly leathery, but it's definitely there. You taste it, but it doesn't dominate the cigar. The nice sweet citrus cedar and the brown sugar and the caramel is what you're going to notice. And then you're going to pick up on the leather and the black coffee. The black pepper is still very good. I don't know that it's quite at 8.5, but it's up there. It may be up close to touching 8, but it's still plenty there. The finish is nutmeg and caramel. And as I said, a lot of lingering black pepper. You're going to notice that too. And if you're a black pepper fan, as I am, then you will really enjoy that. It comes out of the gate shooting toward full body initially. I mean, it's right away. So I would call it medium to full right now. That may be generous or undershooting it, but I'll call it medium to full. This is probably not a cigar for a beginner, but anybody that's a little experienced with cigars will definitely enjoy it. The first third I would rate 95. It's excellent. And we've got 2/3 to go, so there may be transitions coming. So let's be aware of that. But right now, it's good. Well, we're here at the end of the second third, and the leather notes have decided to develop, and they've really come out. On the sweet end, the cinnamon notes, everything's working real well, but you really get a lot of that cinnamon in this cigar. The black coffee is also elevated. It's really the dark flavors have moved up in the middle section, so it's gotten a lot darker. It's definitely full-bodied. The finish is about the same, but it has leather aspects also. So it's got a little bit going on there. Still plenty of pepper, plenty of lingering black pepper, plenty of pepper. But, you know, the cigar did transition a little bit here in the middle section. And for that reason, and it transitions heavy leather and black coffee, and I'm going to lower it to 94. That's not a dig on the cigar. It's just the way it developed. Still very good, but it's massive amounts of leather and black coffee now to go along with that sweetness. So it's sort of out of tilt in the other direction. It was sweeter than the darker notes. Now those darker notes is sort of flip-flopped a little bit. So that's the way the second third is. Cigar's going along very nicely. It's definitely full body, okay? So let's see what this final third has. Well, we're down to the end, so let's wrap it up. Well, here in the end, the leather and the nutmeg, leather and the black coffee sort of pulled back just a little, but the nutmeg rose up. So sort of a null gain, a net zero change. The sweet notes are still there. There's plenty of them. It's very good. Full-bodied, very full-bodied. For a short cigar, it gets full-bodied really quick. Finish is basically unchanged. It's nice and plenty of pepper. I would maintain 94 for the final third. It didn't. It's sort of, like I said, it was a net zero score change with the nutmeg rising and the leather and black coffee sort of pulling back a little bit. Sweet notes were still there, being strong enough to hold off all those notes. So your overall score, 94.33. Very good. Now, these come in 5-packs. I actually bought 2 5-packs for this review. One 5-pack to review, one for me, because I knew they would be good. And they come like this. They come in a 5-pack right just like this. As a matter of fact, you can see right here where some outfit called Cigar Aficionado rated at 94. We rarely agree on a lot of cigars, but in this case, we're pretty close. I think it's a tick better. 94.33. And also, my friend the Chief back there, I just noticed he has a birthday coming up. He'll be 10 years old this year. June 30th, he'll be 10 years old. So, got a birthday party coming for him, I guess. But that'll do it. The Viva La Vida Jester, 94.33.